Hello, welcome to Funktastic's Trials Podcast. This is a new series I'm starting, just something different, just another way to show, Trials, Fusion, often the glory and great game it is. This series is going to be in the form of podcasts where I just talk to the camera, there's no sort of game in the background. I'm going to hopefully get people to come on the show, get, builders of Trials, and Trials Fusion, and riders, to probably come on, and ask them a few questions, how they got into Trials, how long they've been playing Trials or building Trials, what their main sort of tips want to be. Hopefully I will get some, and so calling all builders and calling all riders, if you would like to be on the show, if you noticed at the beginning of the show there was like a faded out person where you could be, that's just a symbol to show you that you can contact me, ask me to come on the show, and I will just, we'll just come in a party chat on the PS4, or, it does have to be the PS4 at the moment, because I'm not hooked up to the decoder on the YouTube or anything like that. I'm not too sure of another way to do it. But anyway, that is, sort of the main thing in the show. We're just going to talk about a load of topics, get builders on, get riders on. Today, I wanted to focus on, is Trials more than just a game? I mean, what does that mean? Well, I suppose I'll ramble on the next 5 minutes and explain what I mean. So, is it more than a game? Do we get more than just playing actually a computer game sat in front of a TV? I mean, me myself, I get a vast amount of different things out of Trials. I get to learn building in a game, I get to learn logic, editor, obviously I get to learn the riding sort of skills of the game and stuff like that. But there is one mass thing as well that I've gained from Trials Fusion especially, because this is my first game, and that is the community. There is a vast amount of amazing people in the community who just all get together. They all want to sort of give their point of views. They all want to give their ways they do things, and the majority of people do it in a great way. And you get the odd ones like any game or any place, who do it in a bad way, but that's life, I suppose. But the main thing I want to discuss and maybe, talk about a little bit is just about the fantastic friends that I've sort of met throughout this entire sort of 2.5 years I've been playing Trials. I wouldn't have met them if I had not played Trials. And to be honest, I've played thousands of other games, millions of games. I'm not going to name them off the top of my head. And I haven't really met sort of friends like I have in Trials. Maybe that's because of the nature of the game where, if you want to be a builder, then you have to sort of try and find out ways of building. So you listen to other people, they give advice, and then, that just becomes a sort of a relationship between you via them on the internet. And you all sort of become a community. Now, the game itself, which is Red Links, they do provide, they try and push the community together, and they do, do some things, but that's a different topic. I'm not really here to talk about them. But there is just a vast amount of amazing people in this game, I found. I mean, there's quite a few I talk to on a personal level as well, rather than not just about the game any longer. Talk about my family life and so forth. And there's some I haven't spoken to for a while. So, for me, it's more than a game. As well as, obviously, I love the game. The game's fantastic, but there's the friendships you can get out of this game, which have found to be a lot more deeper than you would gain from many other games. Maybe that's because it's a small game and it's a sort of niche game. But yeah, that's just sort of really what I wanted to talk about. I have met a few good friends, and they've helped me through some times. Well, sometimes just playing the computer helps me through the times. But in general, I find Trials and its community to be a whole lot more than just sort of, pick up your controller, play a game, and boom, that's it. I spent times in a forum, and that there is a lot of sort of community sort of based things in a forum that you do. So, how about you guys? How about what have you found? You know, have you found some friends through trials through the game? Have you found the community to be decent? Have you know what sort of path have you gone down with the game? Have you just simply picked up your controller, played the game, become a great rider, and just not sort of associated with people? And that is completely fine, you know. But have you tried to you know, make friends with people, stuff like that? I mean, there's quite an opportunity in the game too because they have the teams where you know you can become parts of teams and stuff like that. And it's in the forum, there's the Hill Gang and people like that. You know, there is a lot about this sort of game that I find a lot more sort of, I would say, you know, a community based and the massive franchises such as, you know, I'd like again, I don't want to, you know what game I'm talking about, I don't really want to mention. But that's just really what I wanted to talk about today. It's not. I didn't really want to make it a massive podcast, and I don't really intend these to be massive long videos either. It's just going to be me waffling on with a few other guys. You know, hopefully, I'm going to ask a few of the guys, or invite them rather, to come and chat, give me their views. You know, there's some strong opinions in trials, some strong passion for the game, so I expect some, you know, some strong views and some good tips and so forth. And in this game, I find that, you know, because it's such a passionate game, it's, you know, involves a lot of time, a lot of people's time. Even if they be just riders, they've got to, you know, grind the track. A lot more than I would say in many other games where you can sort of get a good base level, you know, just playing it for so long, you know, pretty quickly. But in trials, I believe, you know, you've got to play it for a good couple of years before you even become a decent standard. I mean, and that's not even top quality standard. But yep, that's all I wanted to talk about today, and I want to do it again as always, as I always do, in a natural style. You know, I've actually used SHAREfactory today. Yep, so you know, I've used SHAREfactory for this podcast. You know, just trying something different, and you know, just to reach out to all you guys. So just if you watch the video, if you continue to watch the video and you like it, slap a like on it. That's cool. You know, I'd appreciate that. You know, and it just gets people to watch it more, which is cool, and then gets everybody else to enjoy. And I give a shout out to all the builders, and I give a shout out to all the riders, or just anybody who's got anything they want to say about the game, to come on the podcast. You know, join me, send me a friend invite if I'm not already a friend. If I'm a friend, just send me a message saying, oh, you'd like to come on, you know, you'd like to talk to me, and we'll get a party up, and we'll just record the party in video, whatever, and then I'll try and slap your voice obviously in here. I mean, I'm not sure how to do all the videoing and stuff like that. I mean, if I was to put 2 videos on themselves, I'm not sure. But, you know, maybe there's a way. If not, I'll just keep myself on. I can have you know, you still there in the voice in the background. So, yeah, come and have a bit of fun and come and let the other trial community know what you've got out of the game, what you're giving the game. You know, like for me, I've given the game lots of different sort of things. I tried that many different avenues to enjoy it. You know, there's that many different avenues you can enjoy it. So anyway, guys, that's all I want to talk about. So again, pop your comments down in the comment section below. You know, let me know what you think of this idea if you want to. You know, if you want to come on the show again, pop it down in the message box, or just, you know, message me or befriend me, as you'd say, on PS4. So that'll do. That'll do for this show, because it was basically for just introducing the show and just talking a little bit. And yeah, let me know about what you've got from the trials community, what you get out of it. You know, does it make your day cool? I mean, it does me. Some days go off and I'm like, yeah, you know, I don't know why it's a day, but it just is sometimes. Anyway, take care, guys. You've been with the funk.